you think I'm pretty like confident when I do things?
You're ultra confident when you do things, but you're also super insecure.
Thank you.
Hey, you hit a certain age and things just start wrinkling up.
Things just fall off. The wheels fall
They
off.
fall down, they fall up. You know, your body's changed, and that's okay. Aging is cool.
Sometimes when you get stressed, do you gag?
No.
I have that weird thing. Like sometimes it's like, oh, I might have something coming up. I'm like weird, feelings. Weird feelings. We got weird feelings for you. Weird feelings. Weird feelings. Weird feelings. Whoa, beatbox. Weird feeling beatbox. Weird feeling beatbox. This is gonna be on a TikTok. Weird feelings.
Oh, you're feeling weird. It was weird. It's a weird feeling. It's weird feeling.
Vibe check. So what's your vibe?
Hot, sweaty, but happy.
Happy. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
Hot, sweaty, and happy. How about you?
My vibe is pretty cool. Pretty happy.
You sure?
During the day there was like some like.
You're in a pretty bad mood today.
Was I in a bad? I was bloated. I was bloated after eating a Caesar salad for lunch.
Let's just say you seemed a little tired.
I was
And a
tired. I
little
was falling asleep
grumpy.
because I overworked myself the night before, but then things worked out.
It's true. Did you not release something the other day?
I farted. What did I release? The
Oh,
other
you don't want to talk about it? We don't have to.
Oh, the YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my daughter. I released my daughter's first.
You
YouTube
released
video.
your daughter
I released my daughter into the wild.
world. She's a
Wilderness.
free child.
No, we made like a YouTube for YouTube kids, and trying to see like how the YouTube algorithm works for kids.
Should we plug it right now? Should we show a clip?
Nah, it's made for kids.
All right, it's made for kids. So if you're a kid,
If you're a
watch
kid
it.
and you see this and you listen to our podcast
you're-
that says penis, fuck, cunt, everything, don't say those words.
Don't say those words, but watch Amy's show.
Yes.
It's going to blow up.
Yeah. It's pretty
That's good. That's okay. We're both in a pretty good vibe check.
Yeah. Canadians are playing right now. We're not sure like when this
Probably
releases.
losing.
They're probably already lost. The
They've
Stanley
at
Cup.
this point they've won the cup.
They won the cup. The city's burning. There's a riot.
Montreal is
I don't know what's up
destroyed.
with Montreal and riots. Like win or lose, there's a riot.
What the fuck is up with that?
Because we're degenerates. We're a bunch of degenerates that like.
Fucking losers.
Well, you sound Italian. Fucking
losers.
I think it's just we're very passionate about hockey.
Yeah, and like I understand that because like I've been to games, I've been down there. Like you get so into it, but like,
What's the
can you not
finals, though?
celebrate without destroying the city? I don't get it.
It's
I don't get it.
degenerates. There's a
Control
lot
yourself.
of degenerates.
Fucking
So,
losers.
whoa, losers are strong.
They're destroying the city. They're
I know.
flipping cars. Like cop cars, so that's all right. But like, it's just a waste of energy and time.
Hey,
and some
they're
people get
drunk.
hurt and
When you're drunk, you do stupid things. Like I've done stupid things when I'm drunk.
yes,
But yeah, my vibe is pretty good.
sick.
Sick. That's our
That's
signature.
it, and that's our podcast, guys. Thanks
Have
for
a
tuning
good-
in.
Yeah, why are you acting now? You're such an actor.
I am. I'm very talented. I'm multidisciplinary
Artist.
Artist.
Is that what you brand yourself as? A multidisciplinary artist?
I brand myself as artiste, and that could represent anything.
I do put that as something in like when people ask me, but I don't know why it sounds like pretentious.
I mean, yeah, I'm obviously joking. I don't. I do refer to myself as an artist. I think if you make any form of art, if you create anything, you're relatively, considered an artist.
I've put that, I think, in an Instagram post or profile. You could put,
My profile is artist.
my profile is non-existent right now.
Oh, here we go. This segment of Johnny's not on social media.
Are you tired of me talking about it? Because I think I talk about that at least once a week. Or if I bump into somebody, like, and someone's like, so what's up? Like, I'm not on social media, but it's been like months.
It might be the third thing that comes out of your mouth. You're like, hi, yeah, I'm Johnny. I'm good. It's cool. Pandemic's all right. I'm not on social media.
It's a good thing though. Like, have you ever thought of like maybe not being on it?
I think about that all the time. I actually hate social media.
What do you hate about it?
I feel like it's used as a major distraction. Every moment of time that we have as individuals, we fill it with social media. So like, you're in line at the store, you're literally anywhere, and you pause and you have a moment of silence. Instantly you think of your phone and you're like, oh, let me check, let me just see. And you like fill these gaps with just not like we don't allow ourselves to get bored, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean?
No, because I'm not on social media anymore. So yes, I know what you mean. It's like, I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, man, what was it like before? Like, let's say high school. You didn't have social media. It was just purely like, let's hang out. And it was actually like talking with your friends and like not even taking any photos. I guess you're just like hanging out. And
I mean, so I'm a little bit younger than you. So we were just starting to get cell phones in high school.
Yeah, but it's not, you have a cell phone and you can call.
I think you could take a picture. It was really bad. It was really grainy. Like, yeah, you wouldn't send it. You wouldn't post it anywhere. Yeah.
Because I feel like now it's excessive. It's like posting.
Oh, yeah.
And it's oversharing. It's like you get FOMO, or you don't really need to get that over like information about everything. Like you get news constantly bombarded through social media. And that's one of the reasons that I think I got it, because I felt like everything was so like redundant, or I don't know, I just got fed up and I stopped using it. But it is a good tool though to have for marketing purposes and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like the nature of the beast, right? It's kind of a necessary evil at this point, right? And there are lots of interesting things you can learn a lot on social media. Like a lot of people are saying that TikTok, not that I'm on it, but a lot of people say that TikTok is great for learning and you can discover things and like, I don't know, here's a great example. So I love tattoos. I got a new one. Ooh.
Weird flex.
Yeah, weird flex. Really weird flex.
Do people say weird flex still? Yeah.
They do, I think. We're still young. We're still cool.
A weird flex.
Anyway, Instagram is great for like finding tattoo artists, finding tattoo shops, like looking at different styles and like communicating and them sharing their work. So like there's a lot of great things about it, but
yeah, it's like information at your fingertips.
Yeah.
Which might be better than just Google searching it, I guess.
Yeah, it's just that we're humans, right? So we give into our
I'm just kidding. Go on. Sorry.
We give into our most basic needs, right? Or our most basic desires, which is like, all right, I'm lonely, so let me reach out, or I want attention, or I want to look at something to distract me, or it's a really powerful tool that we could use for the better, but I think most of us don't.
I feel like it makes you dumber for some. Well, it's bad for mental health, that's for sure, because people are just like addicted to being on it, and sometimes like looking at other people's life and like kind of like, oh, I'm not doing enough of that, but in reality, you don't need to do what others are doing. I don't know, like when I got off and then like, for example, I would go on through like the work, like the company I work for on the Instagram and just be like, what am I missing? And I'm like, my friends are now texting me, they're calling me, and the real ones got in touch with me. I'm like, all right, I know who's the real ones and who are the fake ones, so, and I don't know, I'll probably go back. But right now, it's been pretty good. I get bored, and I'm like that weird guy where it's like just going in an elevator, and it's like I'm just staring at the elevator door.
That's the thing. I took the elevator today, right? And some other random guy gets in, and the doors are closing, and I instantly, almost as like a defense mechanism, I lift up my phone and I turn it on. I have no reason to look. I'm not looking. It's just like to avoid the awkward silence of an elevator.
Yeah.
So yeah, what does it feel like to take the elevator and not look at your phone? That must be wild.
What's great is like going to the bathroom and just not.
You just go to the bathroom and you don't go on your phone?
I just take a dump.
Whoa, that must be nice.
Well, I guess I do go on YouTube sometimes, but like sometimes it's like, yeah, I'm not. You just get bored, like you said, bored naturally, and it's normal. Your brain doesn't need to have like constant like stimulation.
Yeah.
It needs to get regularly bored.
Yeah, because the boredom gives room.
Boredom is good.
It gives room for you to like your brain to start processing things and to
It's like a computer, right?
come up with ideas. Yeah, it needs a break every
It
now
needs a
and then.
break. You can't
That's
just
the
be
thing.
like using the CPU and the RAMs all the time. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Great
but
analogy.
Get off of social media, kids. But
That's another thing that I think about is like, I mean, you have a kid, right? And she's like slowly.
she's not in social media.
She
She's
doesn't
on
have a phone
YouTube.
yet, right? Does she have a phone?
She has a phone. She watches YouTube and content, but she's not on. She
I have,
knows
like-
about TikTok and stuff like that, but she's not on it.
But like one day she's going to be full blown like Instagram, right? And all her friends are going to be doing that. I have my nephews. They're both like 3 and 1, and they're going to be. I can't imagine what it's like.
Maybe it won't it'll just be another version of TikTok, Insta Talk.
Maybe we won't exist.
Talktagram.
Maybe the planet won't
Maybe
exist.
the planet is gonna burn like in Terminator 2 because it's so goddamn hot in here. Last week we recorded our first podcast,
numero uno.
and after like I don't know about you, but like after I was like thinking, I was like, man, it felt like we talk with each other all the time, but recording it and talking and having conversation, knowing that there's a camera there or it's getting recorded was like, I don't know, like I was analyzing like competitively. I was like, oh man, next game it needs to be better for some reason.
It's definitely different from talking just regularly, right? Like the camera's on, you're recording, you're just like really aware of it, I feel like, especially at first.
Yeah.
After we recorded that, had like a jolt of inspiration.
A jolt.
Like I felt energized.
Jolt Rogan.
Jolt, catch love. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like it was like a good spark and helped me like give me some energy for the rest of the week. And I was like think of ideas and things to do. And so
Isn't it weird how like creativity works, right? I think we spoke a bit last time, but sometimes you just need to do like things that you're not really doing. And then it's like, oh yeah, this was kind of fun. I could explore more, or I could try different things with this. It doesn't need to be like a full commitment or like a lot of work, but
Yeah.
it's just enough to like, kickstart the engine. I'm trying to think with the word, but
Yeah, it's weird. It's like you need to be doing something, and that something helps you do another thing. It's like getting on a roll, right? Once you have the creative wheel rolling, and once you're being proactive,
yeah.
I feel like it all builds up, right?
But as a creative person, would you say that, you've had a hard time to like finding that spark, or
Oh, all the time.
why would that be? Like what would make you like block or have a creative block?
I mean, my biggest creative block is my own mind, because I'm ultra self-critical and like perfectionist, and
Serial killer.
I like to refer to myself as a sniper. Thank you very much. I
Just
feel like
hiding in the shadows,
yeah, that's good. That's fine. I'm fine with
camping in video games and sniping people.
serial killer has like negative connotation, don't you think?
No,
like-
like you're thought out. You have like a
Yeah,
plan,
yeah, but it's
and
like
you go like
it's
and
like,
execute it. It's like
but then at least
there's like a concept to things.
but it's like a bad person. Like you don't like serial killers, not that you like snipers, but like a sniper's like, yo, you're really good at your job, whereas a serial killer is like, well, he's really good at his job, but he's a terrible person.
But what about Dexter though? He was a serial killer.
That's true. Yeah, he's a protagonist, or is he an antagonist?
No, I know. Like,
that you can get behind?
serial killers in general are terrible, trouble-minded humans. There's nothing good about it, But it's a funny thing to say.
It is a funny thing to say.
because you are kind of like. I guess the serial killer is just more like how you approach. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm joking.
Organized
I
and
get,
stuff like that.
I get what you mean when you say that. Yeah, I mean, so like I said, I'm kind of my biggest creative block, but for me, a lot of the time it's how I'm feeling in general, like in my life. Like if I'm not happy and I'm tired and all that stuff, like I don't have any room for creativity. I don't know.
It's true. When you're tired, it doesn't help. I feel like I'm more of like a burst. So I would come in bursts of creativity and doing things like, all right, I need to get this idea out or this thing out, and just it needs to get out there. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. It just needs to get out, and then I move on. But sometimes that's a bad thing. It could be like, well, Johnny's not consistent on doing this or stuff like that. But I
Interesting.
think like just getting it. I've always been like that. Like just getting these ideas out and. But it helps though.
From my perspective, getting it out is already a much better like step forward. Because like I said, a lot of my ideas are kept inside because I'm like, no, terrible. I don't let a lot of I don't give birth to a lot of them because I shut them down before giving them a chance. So I think what you do is really good because at least you're taking a chance, and maybe even if you move on from it or it doesn't turn into anything, it might lead to the next idea, right?
Yeah.
Or it might give you a bit of experience or another idea. So
Like I tried it, but you feel like, is it a fear of like how people are perceiving what you're doing, or is it like insecurities, I guess?
Absolutely. No, I'm like major. What is that? If you have fear of judgment, fear of people disliking me.
But who's judging you?
Oh, I don't know. No one.
Like,
no one actually cares.
Do you have like a following?
Nope.
Exactly.
No one.
So it doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't
You just
matter.
do it, and then you're like, oh, it's cool. Like, who's gonna judge you? Me?
I mean, yeah, my peers. I don't know.
Yeah, but I'll probably say, yeah, cool, man. Just keep doing that. And
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where this stems from. There's some kind of, maybe I need to look back at like my.
it's strange because even if my thing sucks,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even care. You know, like I told you, like close your eyes and like take that thought, download it, or I throw it in the trash bin, and just empty trash bin, and it's out. I feel like I do stuff, and it's like it's not great, but it's like it's out there. Like, okay, somebody's gonna be like, oh, this is terrible. Like, yeah, well, shut the fuck up. It's like, well, it doesn't matter. Like, nobody cares.
I totally agree.
Nobody cares.
I totally agree.
Unless like your content is like super controversial, it's you're like, well,
Yeah, unless you're being
you're gonna
like
get
a
canceled. But
bad person.
I think you have like good ideas, and it's just you learn from them. Everything is learning.
Yep.
Like, yeah, sometimes it's great, and then you do it and you do it super well, but a lot of times it's you make mistakes.
But that's the irony. Like, if I do make something and I finish it and I do actually put it out, even though I'm very self-critical and I'm like, oh, I could be better here and there, I'm usually really happy with it, or like I've learned a lot. So for me, it's not once I've made it that I'm worried. It's more I stop things from even being made because I'm thinking ahead of like, I think I really want to impress people, to be honest. I think I want people to look at what I make and go like, whoa, he's like really cool and good. And like, you know what I mean? It might be a really self-centered kind of like,
Yeah,
thing.
there is some like ego. That
yeah,
comes
it's
into,
ego,
it's
right?
Like, yeah, I did this. It's cool.
And because I have this, whatever reason, I have this fear of like being judged or someone looking at it and being like, well, that's not good. I stop myself from putting it out.
Yeah, I guess it's different from person to person and experience wise. So, like, for example, I've been doing video content or doing creative stuff for a while, and the ego part or the ego phase of like, oh yeah, I'm doing this, it's fucking cool, and yeah, check me out. But then I'm at a point where it's like, yeah, sure, look at it. Like, oh, cool, you liked it, thanks, man, appreciate it, and then I move on. I don't know. It's like it's not there anymore. Like I'm much wiser,
Right.
and older, and I can like give like my what's the word? My
The ego?
no, not my ego. Like I can tell younger creators like, yeah, just do that, and
So wise.
yeah, I'm humble.
Old man Johnny.
I'm wiser. I'm more patient. I don't care about what people think.
Yeah, that's a number. That's a.
I think not caring is what helps a lot.
I think it's so important.
And I'm pretty. You think I'm pretty like confident when I do things?
You're ultra confident when you do things, but you're also super insecure.
Thank you.
No, it's like you're like every other creative. You're looking for feedback and affirmation, right?
Yes.
You want people to like what you make, of course, right?
Maybe not.
No,
yeah.
You do.
But
I feel like I know you well enough to know that, but you are also ultra confident with what you do, and I think that's really good.
Well, thank you. I like that. I don't have anything else to say. Yeah, I guess, yeah. But yeah, just gotta stay creative and keep pushing. And
Like you said, and I was having this conversation with my tattoo artist the other day, the idea of ideas, and like he'll just write things out and just sketch things down all the time, because that first initial idea will most likely lead to another one and to another one and to another one. If you don't put it out, then it'll just stay in your head, right?
Yeah, because everybody can have ideas. Ideas come and go, and like your ideas, whatever you thought about, there's another person thinking about it on the other side of the world for sure.
Absolutely, 100%.
And as long as you do it first, and you're like, okay, I did it, and you kind of know, like, okay, I've done this, and then nobody has done it before, and then once it's out there, it's done. So
yeah,
but yeah, ideas.
so that's it. Just put out the idea. Just keep. Even if they're terrible, just keep doing it. Say them, write them down, try them out. Like, just keep making them, because it just, the more you do it, the more you get.
So whoever's talking right now, Tim, you do that.
This is a message to my future self.
Future self.
Just make content. Put
Like
it
next
out.
week, there's no ideas. It's just like, oh fuck,
The podcast's over.
podcast is over. No, but I think like also like us doing this is also pushing each other to be like, all right, we started this, and it's like it's up to you and up to me to be like, all right, we got to keep going. It's like,
Yeah.
because I feel like sometimes it will be like, oh man, I'm tired, it's hot, I want to go outside and play
Commitment.
other things. Commitment, and and as much as like this, I don't care about the success. Like we're doing it because we're having fun and we want to do it. So.
Yeah.
But success is always cool.
I mean, we're gonna hit 1 million subscribers.
1 million subscribers and get
By the
sponsors.
time we reach the fully nude episode, like we'll
Whoa,
for sure at least
whoa.
have 2 mil subs.
the nude episode, that's episode 1 million.
And that'll be the one will be titled Full Frontal.
It's like nude, like me at like age 75. It's like wrinkled penis balls and like
Oh wow, this is a graphic.
maybe my penis is just shrunken inside.
They're only going to be wrinkled when you're 75, right? Because they're
I'll
not
look like a
wrinkled
raisin
right now.
Look like a raisin. I have like everything
As
is
if
like
they don't
crooked.
already.
Wow, the disrespect.
I mean, I'm just speaking from my own experience.
Good to know. But no,
Hey,
yeah.
you hit a certain age and things just start wrinkling up.
Things just fall off. The wheels fall
They
off.
fall down, they fall up. Your body's changed, and that's okay. Aging is cool.
I gotta say,
like
once you hit 30, it's kind of like hard to maintain that metabolism.
Oh yeah.
But you gotta keep, working out and gotta stay active. Go to the gym,
Sure.
do push-ups,
Sure.
bench press,
All right, if you want.
sit-ups.
Do anything.
Do anything, but go hard and then do some really good pre-workout. I'm just talking about myself now.
I feel like we spoke about pre-workout on the last
Did we?
podcast. Yes, somehow.
I don't remember.
I was like, I've never done it. It's like cocaine or something.
Oh yeah. We don't need to talk about that pre-workout. I do have a new one that Steve suggested me, and it's called Havoc,
Shout out to Steve.
and it's really wrecking havoc in the morning. Like it's like
Wait, is it Havoc like from the producer Havoc?
no. It's just called Havoc, but it's like once I'm at the gym and I chug that. Oh yeah, those weights, it's Havoc.
Oh my god.
But no,
Sounds like a lot. Speaking of, can I take a bubble tea break?
sure.
Okay,
Bubble tea
hold
break.
on.
Chewy.
Bubbly. Oh yeah. Oh, this is good bubble tea. For sure. It's just the container.
No, the straw is terrible. It's good for the earth, but terrible to stab at.
Shout
Cameras-
outs to bubble tea.
What's that place called? We could give them a shout out.
All right, yeah. This is we're this podcast.
We can't say that. They're just going to be
No,
like,
we're sponsoring Tebora.
oh, okay.
They don't sponsor us, but we are sponsoring them. Shout outs to Tebora on Monkland Street.
Nice.
They just opened. They also sell flowers.
Very
Super-
nice flowers. If you have a
Yep.
date, give gifts to your mom,
Your mom, your girlfriend, your
Girlfriend.
boyfriend, your partner,
your dog, your kid, the mailman,
whoever.
whoever. Just deceased people, dead people, zombies.
Give them
whoever.
flowers
Give
and
them
bubble
flowers.
tea. They'll be happy. Before we move on from everything that we've just been talking about,
Yeah.
my resolution for this year.
Well, it's New Year's already passed, dude.
No, I know it's been 6 months
It's like,
already.
oh, get jacked.
No. My resolution, it was very simple. It's finish things and follow through.
And have you started doing that?
I think I've finished some. Yeah, it's carried through to certain, like, I have books that I've literally been reading
You can
for
read.
like a year or two.
Yeah.
I read a chapter or two and then I like don't read. Or like I have shows that I'll watch
Yeah.
and then I get to like the last season and I'm like, oh, I'll back away. because there's something about I have this weird like fear of things ending. I don't know. It's weird. So I'm trying to like. So I'm like finishing. For example, like I'm watching The Sopranos.
Yep.
And I'm in season 6, and I like backed off for like a couple weeks because I'm like, you know, I don't want it to end. But I'm like, now when I like want to watch something, I'm like, hey, Sopranos, I'm gonna watch it. And if I finish an episode, it's like, good job, you're doing something good. It's really weird. Same for like the book and like projects that I have that I need to finish.
I have a stock of book that like I read the same way. I read like 2 chapters and I'm like, all right, I'll continue this later, but later is like next year.
Here's my perfect bedtime routine. 10:30, I stop doing what I'm doing. I listen to something while I'm like brushing my teeth and I'm like washing my face and getting ready. And then by like 11, I'm in bed and I have like low lighting and I have a book and I read for like maybe 30 minutes and in that I'm like getting tired. Then I just like turn off the lights and I fall asleep.
Go to bed. Talking about brushing your teeth, I just bought a tongue scraper. So,
okay.
and it's like, I was like, shit, I should have been using this thing instead of just brushing with my teeth and like on my tongue, but it's kind of cool. Have you ever used one, like a metal?
No. I got like, I got into scraping my tongue. This is disgusting, but this is cool.
It's just weird thought.
It's a weird thought and a weird feeling. I scrape my tongue with like my toothbrush.
Yeah.
But I used to not do that. Like I've only been doing that for the past like 3, 4, maybe 5 years.
Well, that's a lot of years.
It's enough, but
Yeah.
like think of like I'm, you know, at my age, I had like 25 years of just brushing my teeth and having like a dirty tongue.
It's true.
Especially if you drink like coffee and stuff, you know, like you see the color come out, like you scrape it and then you like swish your mouth and
Yeah. I don't know. It's
disgusting.
kind of revolutionary.
So did you not scrape your mouth before?
No, I used to do that with the toothbrush, but
Okay.
I think this one's like more of a like, I don't know, it's like a metal thing, and it's just like
It really
it makes
gets-
me gag a lot though.
Oh.
So there's like instruction on it. It says like take an inhale, I think. I don't know. I've been trying to do it and it doesn't work. so
I
like,
mean, you maybe just need some more practice with having things like deeper into your mouth.
oh, damn. Maybe this mic.
I mean, you know, it's true though.
I know where you're going with that.
I
I know where
also-
you're going with that.
If I'm using
Setup.
if I'm using my toothbrush, I gag a little bit too. I'm not used to having those kind of things deep down there.
Okay,
So,
but okay, weird like tick. Sometimes when you get stressed, do you gag?
No.
I have that weird tick. Like sometimes it's like, oh, I might have something coming up. I'm like, Ugh. It's like it's just the thought of it. It's like it's either like a like culmination of like anxiety and stress. It just goes out as a
Well, so it's like as though you're gonna throw up.
yeah,
Okay.
kind of. But I'm not. It's just like a gag. I'm just gagging. I'm like, and it's like, oh, I have to present something. So
I don't know why that's so funny.
it's just weird feelings.
Johnny the gag. Well,
The gag,
the gagger.
the gagger, Johnny Gags.
But hold on, I just a question about this metal scraper. Like,
I don't know where I.
is it just a flat metal thing, or does it have like a texture?
It's like a.
So it
looks
really
like,
gets like deep into the like
No,
the
there's no texture, it's
pores
just, like,
of your
flat.
tongue.
It's just like a thing. It looks like a nunchuck almost, but like hard. I don't know. I saw a YouTube, and I was like, this guy's like talking a day in his life of like what he eats and what he works out, and he had a shot of him brushing his teeth
And then scraping.
and scraping. And so I was like, oh, that looks Amazon. Jeff Bezos just shipped it to me personally.
He influenced you. It's
Influenced,
like he's an
yeah.
influencer.
And I just bought it. And I was like, I think that it goes back to like the last time we talked, filling the void with buying things and trying things.
Ah, yes.
Like I bought that. What's the thing? On Instagram, like it was very apparent, like the thing that sucks your zits, or like.
Oh my God, you bought
I
that?
have one.
Hold on. I was with friends the other night.
You have friends?
I have some friends.
Just kidding.
And-
Kidding.
yeah, I know. And something zits came up, and I'm like, oh, I love watching people pop zits. It's one of those fucking weird things, you know. You come across it.
ASMR.
It's like visual ASMR. I'm equally like disgusted, but equally like fascinated.
Yeah.
All at the same time. Like I want to look away, but I can't.
Yeah, it's weird, how humans are.
So you're into that.
No, I just bought it because I was like,
Oh,
I'm easily
influence.
influenced when it comes to products. Like, oh, that looks cool.
So did you try it?
I bought it, and then at one point, like I did it, and then I was like, oh, try it on this. It gave me a hickey. I had like a
Oh, yeah,
mark,
I mean that makes sense.
and I was like, shit.
Did it
It sucked too much.
did it suck your zits out though?
It does work, but then I stopped using it. I was like, fuck this.
Okay, interesting.
But I think it was like that was boredom buying though. It was like pandemic. It's like, oh yeah, I saw this, and that's one reason. It's like on Instagram. It's like I would get all these ads or these things of like products. I'm like, oh shit, this looks. I might need that, and it's like you buy like I don't need that.
That feeling of like, oh, this new little thing will really bring joy to my life, and the act of like selecting it, purchasing it, and getting it is great, and then actually having it, you're like, yeah, I didn't really need that.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
maybe one day our hearts will be fuller.
All eyes.
And
Was
you
it
won't have
Clear
as
Eyes,
many
Full
holes
Hearts?
to fill.
Remember that Clear Eye, Full Hearts from Friday Night Lights?
No, I don't.
You should watch that. It's pretty
It's
good.
a good movie. I think last year, I started brushing my teeth in the shower.
You don't do that? Save time.
I used to not, and now I started doing it, and it's like the greatest thing I've ever done. Because A, it extends my shower time.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're like finished washing, you're clean, you're just kind of like enjoying it. Then you're like, oh, I still have to brush my teeth.
Yeah.
There's another minute or two in the shower.
I've been doing that
great.
for years.
That's good.
It's like it saves time, and you don't have to you have to shower just blasting water at your face.
yeah,
and
you just lay. Yeah, it's great.
and then you just like spit everywhere.
Yeah, you spit everywhere. You don't have to like wipe it. Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it's like it's a
Guys, if you're at home
it's a power move.
right now, maybe it's the morning, maybe it's midday, maybe it's the afternoon, go take a shower and think about us and then brush your teeth. Try it out.
I just have a
It's
visual of
very satisfying. And scrape your tongue. See how that feels.
just a visual. Of
If you've never
the shower, I'm thinking about Tim just brushing his
think
teeth.
about me in the shower, brushing my teeth, spit everywhere,
Jesus,
toothpaste running down my chin
very graphic.
in a non-sexual way.
Yeah, yeah.
Friendly thoughts.
I'm sorry about bringing this tongue scraping things, and it led.
I
to
know. I
that.
think it's super interesting.
Yeah,
I genuinely, I'm genuinely saying, like, if you never scrape your tongue, try it out because you feel cleaner. Your mouth smells better. It's great.
People appreciate a nice smelling breath.
These are like life hacks, and we got to share them because we have a lot of knowledge.
So much knowledge between.
We got to
We have
spread
like
it.
over 50 years of knowledge.
All right, let's. We're gonna cut to this clip. Check it out, and we'll be right back.
Do you have trouble singing? Well, use Johnny Sing Songs. Johnny Sing Songs 10-week tutorial will make you sing way better. Just listen.
yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
Beautiful, magical.
Johnny Sing Songs. Use it. It's the best.
Bye now.
Buy now. Give me your wallet. Give me your wallet. Give me your wallet.
I don't have any money.
Use promo code Johnny Sing Songs 10% on discount. Batteries not included.
Okay, so last week we both watched a movie called The Little Things, right?
The Little Things with Denzel,
Denzel, your boy Denzel.
Rami Malek,
Your boy Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot. I have never watched Mr. Robot.
Oh, wow. Super good.
I heard it's good, yeah.
Very good.
And then Jared Leto.
Your boy Jared Leto. What an amazing cast.
It was on HBO Max,
Or
right?
Crave.
Straight to DVD.
Straight to DVD.
Well, what do you straight to streaming?
There's no more straight to because everything is straight to because like movie theaters have been closed for so long that it doesn't really mean anything anymore, right? Because we're all watching movies for the first time on a streaming app anyway.
Straight to streaming.
Straight to stream.
It's not straight to the silver screen.
I miss movies.
I haven't been to the movies ever since it kind of reopened up. Have you been?
No, it closed. The last time I went to the movies was like the day before they shut everything down So like March 2020.
You went to see porn.
I did not. That's not my preferred genre. But not the irony, but I went with my friends and Sonic the Hedgehog was playing.
Jesus.
And that's the last movie I've seen in theaters.
That's sad.
It's the saddest thing of all time.
It sucked.
It sucked. It's
I
terrible.
watched it on Prime for free.
Oh yeah, I saw it in theaters,
Well, not for free.
and well,
You saw it in theaters.
and it was really bad.
I don't remember what was the last movie I saw. I can't think that far.
All I know is that if I die and never see a movie again, I'm gonna be really dead, but I'll be really sad up in heaven or hell, wherever I am, because that can't be the last movie that I
We should go.
see.
We should go to the
go.
cinema
We're gonna go on a date,
and eat some popcorn,
hold hands.
hold hands,
Make
and
out a little bit?
make out a little bit, and then watch Fast and Furious. You know, that's the perfect date movie.
Not my kind of
Rev your engine, cause Vin Diesel is coming.
Family's coming home.
What's his name? Terrell?
Terrell,
Terrell?
Terrence,
Is it
Tyrone,
Terrell?
Trent.
Something with a T. But yeah, we watched Little Things, which was interesting. I was surprised for a straight to streaming movie. It was like so if you don't know, The Little Things, it's like a crime.
Wait, are we spoiling?
crime
Spoiler alert.
mystery? No. Well, there might be some spoiler, but
Okay, so if you want to watch it, go pause the podcast, go watch it, and then come back and discuss with us in your head.
and it's like a crime mystery,
Crime
thriller,
like thriller, I would say.
crime mystery
Yeah. Yep.
movie with involves cops, serial killer, and that's it.
That's pretty much it. That's
That's pretty much what the movie is.
that's the movie. My take of it, without saying too much, is super ultra discounted for the third time version of Seven.
Yes,
So like
less gritty,
less gritty, less mystery, like not as complex or like
not as dark.
not as dark,
Not
but
David Fincher. The
No.
color correction and mood was not there.
no, but it was still a very interesting like character piece. Those three actors that we mentioned, like Denzel, the Jared Leto, and Raimi, their characters are all really like specific and very different from each other, and it's the interaction between them that's really interesting.
But I feel like the formula of that movie is something that we've seen. It's like, oh, this cop from this old case, and a new cop shows up. It's like, who's that cop?
Oh yeah,
It's like, oh, that's the OG dude. I was like, oh, okay. And then the OG dude's like, I gotta reopen this case because I got unfinished business to do. And then the guy's like, who are you? What are you trying to do? I could learn from you.
yeah. But at first he's like, oh, is he here to take my job? Do I trust him? Do I dislike him? And then obviously they become like really, I guess, close to some degree.
Kind of close, yeah. Just like with more like helping each other more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't remember like what other movie was like that. Bone Collector was a bit like that.
I don't think I've seen that.
Bone Collector is also with Denzel, but also with Angelina Jolie,
Oh.
which follows like a serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
And in Bone Collector is Denzel is like paraplegic, or he can't walk, he can't move.
Is he he's in the wheelchair? Maybe I
He's
have
like in
seen
a
that.
bed or a wheelchair, but like he's just there to like mentor Angelina Jolie's character. They'd be like, all right, you need to find these clues, kind of thing. Which is a bit like The Little Things.
That sounds fun. Maybe like, yeah, when I was watching this film, it felt like it's a movie that I would have rented back in like the late 90s, early 2000s. Like you go to the video store and like you're looking at just the covers of movies, right? And they all have like the little Velcro thing to take.
Yeah.
And you just see like, you see Denzel, you see like The Little Things. There's like something on the cover and you're like, ooh, that seems fun. And it just had, I don't know, it had like that vibe while I was watching. Like it didn't feel like a movie from 2021,
Yeah, it's true. It has like
which was cool. I like that about
I
it.
think the way the story was told or the characters were built, and yeah, like the interaction was kind of like very retro, but
And probably also like just Denzel, like he was such a staple in like 90s and early 2000 movies, like action crime things
Yeah.
that like he's such a good actor.
But I feel like you kind of, well, the way the story was told, there was not a lot of there's not a lot of action. It was more about like finding like the clues and building of the stories and looking at who the characters were.
Were there
weren't
any
like
clues?
fighting that much or like, oh, chasing somebody and stuff like that. It was just more like, it was just like building like the story a bit more.
It's like I said, it's the character. It's like the relationship between the three characters, right?
Yeah,
the two
the two.
cops, and like Jared Leto's character is the suspect,
Yeah.
right? The potential serial killer, but we're not sure. And it's the interaction between them. Yeah, there's no real like. There's like one mini car chase, but there's no real like violence or action. It's really like how they interact with each other and how they are on their own and like their lives that are going on.
It was like a cat and mouse type of movie. It was like, oh, I got you. No, you didn't. That's pretty much it.
It's pretty much
Yeah. It was good though. I did enjoy it. Like it was just more like a bit like a throwaway movie. Like I watched it.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, Tim, this is pretty good. Should watch it.
And I was like, all right, Johnny, this seems pretty good.
And I would never watch it again.
I'll never watch this again.
Don't you find like these days there's a lot of movies that they make? It's always like, I'm not gonna watch it again. Like I had my fix of being entertained for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And then it's not like before, like movies were so good. Like Aliens, I watch a lot.
Yeah, a million times.
But it's now it's just like, oh, yeah, I need this, and that's it.
I agree, but also I feel like it might just be that they just make more movies now. There's so many more that you end up watching a movie that isn't that good. Whereas before your options were way more limited. And so the ones that were really good, you had a higher chance of watching them.
Yeah, so it's
Like-
watered down now.
Yeah, and like it was your choice to watch that movie, right? You could have watched anything. It just somehow happened that that's what you came across and that's what you watched.
It's keyword in SEO movies, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because they do that. Netflix does that a lot. It's like they make these movies based on like things that, like what's that one with Sandra Bullock not being blinded? And
Bird
like,
Box.
Bird Box. That resembled another movie, no?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Or
I don't want to watch that movie. It looks stupid.
it's not that good.
Yeah.
It felt like Quiet Place. That's what it was.
Yes.
And
Quiet Place was really good.
Quiet Place was good, but they make these Netflix ones that are just kind of like, it's almost like this one. It's kind of, but the odds of people watching are pretty high. It's like they know who to cater to because Netflix is so big that, dude, they have movies made for Netflix for every market possible in the world. That's like, oh, this is going to be good for Brazil. This is going to be good for India. Do you know how many Bollywood style or Indian movies there is on Netflix? There's a lot of Korean movies. Like,
Yeah, it's endless.
so they hit every algorithm possible.
It's kind of, well, not depressing to think about, but because there's nothing necessarily bad about that.
No.
It just makes it harder to find the good ones. I think it's more on us to seek out better films, right?
Are you okay? I have a question.
Yes.
When you watch a movie, are you a moody watcher? Like I'm kind of it's like whatever mood I'm in, that's the movie I'm gonna watch. I can't watch like an art film if I'm in a different mood.
Oh yeah, I have to. Okay, so I can watch anything, but yes, the mood is very dependent. Like there are times you're in a very specific mood. You don't even know what mood you're in, but you're like looking through things and you're like looking at the title and the trailer and the cover, and you're like, oh, no, it doesn't feel right. And then you're like onto the next thing. And you're like, no, this isn't gonna be good.
It's like 3 hours later.
Yeah, 3 hours later, you're like, okay, this is what I'm feeling. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I watch movies very moody. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I feel like a horror movie. And then I'm like, I don't want to be terrified.
Yeah.
And then it just changed. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to put Ace Ventura because it hits all the non like I don't care enough to like watch it, but it's there.
But it's because we're like emotional watchers, right?
Emos.
It's just like how, emotional eaters, same thing.
or
We're like,
listeners to music, very emotional.
yeah. Yeah, mood. I mean, mood is super important. Context within film, to me, is like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Like, and that could be anything, right? The mood that you're in, where you're watching it, how you're watching it, who you're with, whether you're alone or not, whether you're outside, are you on your phone? Are you tired? Are you happy? Like your experience of a film, and I'm kind of diverting on what we were talking about, but it's altered by everything.
Yeah.
Like no one watches the exact same film because no one is in the exact same mood, place, situation. Even if everyone's in like the same movie theater, right? In that moment, like you have so much going on in your own life that may or may not be filtering in and out of your head. Like, I don't know, maybe you're in love. And so you're watching a movie and it's a love story or something. And like your experience of that film might be so much more powerful because your own feelings are like flowing in and out. Or you're having like the worst time of your life. You're going through a breakup and like that movie hits you differently because, you know, because of your scenario and your situation. Same as if you're at home and you're watching a movie and then you're on Instagram and you're not paying attention. Like,
Do you do that a lot? Are you on Instagram while you watch movies?
I try not to, but I mean, definitely happens.
But yeah.
But just to say that thing about like the mood, the context, like it affects everything.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's my rant about.
But we were talking about little things. There's not much to say. We kind of concluded to like, it's a movie about two cops chasing a serial killer.
If you like a little bit of a thriller, a little bit of suspense, and an interesting like character study, then it's worth a watch. But not a rewatch. The one thing I'll say is generally not a big fan of Jared Leto. I think he's like a very pretentious actor. And I generally find his characters not that interesting because I feel like he goes too hard in a way, but he was incredible at being really creepy and like just off-putting.
That's true.
Yeah, he was.
But yeah, I don't know what it is about Jared Leto. Like,
just something.
I think he's a good actor, but I think like he did that Dallas Buyers Club. His character was really good.
I didn't watch that.
That was good.
I should watch.
I think he won an Oscar for that.
Yeah.
Ruined the Joker
Terrible.
on that Suicide Squad
Yeah.
movie.
Might not be all his fault, but like part of that is him.
Like I discovered Jared Leto through Requiem for a Dream.
Okay.
And that was a really good movie if you haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen his band live. I think that ruined it for me too.
Oh, it's true.
30
He
Seconds
was
from
in-
Mars. I saw their first show in Montreal. They
I
were
never listened
opening
to him.
for Puddle of Mud.
Puddle of Mud.
You know that song Blurry? Cause everything's so blurry. Yeah, anyways. They opened for that. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about Jared Leto that's like rubs me in the wrong way.
Him and Blade Runner, not good.
Oh yeah. It was not good.
What a fucking vague, wishy-washy character. I don't know. That's another topic. Let's give our rating.
Oh, rating.
0 to 10.
What was the last thing we rated today?
Today, well, so last episode.
Oh, the last episode.
We rated
6.5.
We've been podcasting for the past week nonstop. We rated Bo Burnham's Inside. We were maybe
Inside.
overly critical. I came to the realization that I might be a little jealous of him, but anyway, that's another story.
Okay, so The Little Things. I give it a 7 on 10. I wonder what Rotten Tomatoes have given that. But 7 on 10 is my take. I was entertained enough with the story and the characters and enjoyed seeing Denzel still acting and doing like he played Denzel. There's no like,
He was basically Denzel.
it was just Denzel like the usual. There was no like it was not Training Day Denzel, it was just Denzel regular.
like old man Denzel, which is always enjoyable.
Yep.
All right, so I
How about
I
you?
give it like a 6.5, 7.
Right?
Nothing spectacular, not bad. Just like, like I said, like if you were to have rented that movie, you would have watched it, enjoyed it, and returned it, and been happy and forgotten about it.
It's a good date movie.
Oh yeah,
Not like enough to discuss something, but not enough. Kind of, you know
But
what I mean?
not-
It's like we can talk about it a little bit,
yeah.
and then it's just like it was what it is, and
But like, you're not terrified. You're
not
not completely
terrif- yeah.
disturbed. You're not overly like too happy or whatever.
it's not like traumatized. Like some movies you'll watch it like Human Centipede. The first time I watched, I was like, What the fuck am I watching?
All right, I've never watched that. I don't subject myself
and
to
then
those kind of things.
I watched one in like a double date kind of scenario.
Oh,
And
so
it
you
was-
watched Human Centipede on a double date?
The second one or the
You were
third one.
you were 4 people connected.
Yeah, and then everyone was like, Johnny, why did you choose that movie? I was like, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. It was like worse than the first one.
Let me guess, those dates didn't work out.
No, it was like with one of my ex's friends.
Okay.
And it was like, it was more of like, oh, I have to do this.
And
Like
so-
I was like, oh, I want to watch Human Centipede because I was selfish. And it's just like, I don't care about these guests.
oh, sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah, and I got what I did, but I had to pause. Like, I'm so sorry. This was fucked up. But yeah, so Little Things gets a little 6.5 to a 7 rating. Go watch it.
Let us know.
Know in the comments down below.
Yeah, what did you think?
And yeah, that's
Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think Jared Leto was creepy? Do you think that he was... All right, spoiler. Pause. Skip ahead 30 seconds. Did you think that he was the killer?
Or
What do you
was a
think?
cop.
What do you think? Let's say it right now. What do you think?
I think he was maybe a fanatic.
Yeah, I don't think he was the killer. I think he's just super into serial killers and was a fanatic and a fucking creep and was playing with the cops, and it didn't work out.
I think he just wanted like some
Like recognition.
recognition.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
But talking
And you're back. You missed the spoilers. Good for you for jumping ahead. So go watch the film.
Spoiler.
So next time, the next movie. What's the next movie that we're gonna watch?
So I think we spoke about it last time. So my friend Dennis that works at Lopez, Lopez carries I think they're the only store that carries the Criterion collection. They sell the Criterion collection.
Oh, really? Are they? They're the only store in.
I think there's not a lot of video stores in
It's true.
this city. So we asked them to like, okay, give us a movie from the Criterion collection. Give us the title and then which one to watch. And we can't really like Google it or look into it and just watch it and then, talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah. So no, we don't watch the trailer. We don't read about it. All we get is the clip from Dennis.
Which we're going to see now.
No.
No?
Next episode, you'll see the movie that we're going to watch, that we will have watched.
No, don't we show
future.
Don't we show it in this clip?
No, because then next podcast, we'll be talking about a movie and we won't have seen the clip and we'll see the clip now and it won't have any context. So.
Yeah. So, yeah, that makes sense. So
next time, in the next episode, we'll have watched the movie that he will have recommended and we will go in blind. We'll watch it.
blindfolded. We're not even going to watch the movie.
Watch it. We're just listening.
We're just listening. That could be funny.
That would be funny. That would be weird.
It would be so long.
Yeah, that would be hard. That would be experiencing movies as a blind person. That's an interesting exercise.
I don't want to do that.
I feel like that's kind of it for today's episode.
Yeah, we've been talking for at least
It's been a while.
more than
Feels like days.
days. We talked about tongue scraping,
Yep, very important.
creativity,
Very important.
insecurities.
Well, not important, but
Not important.
get
but
over it.
But yeah, I hope
right.
you enjoyed our chit chat. Let's just wrap this up.
I feel like we should sing another song.
What kind of song?
Well, we'll sing. We need to keep
it
singing.
needs to be a themed.
We need to keep singing like Weird Feelings theme songs
Weird.
to like
Weird.
come up with something. And so by the 100th episode, we'll finally have a
thing.
theme song.
Okay, should I start?
Yeah, go.
Weird feelings. Weird feelings.
Feelings.
We got weird feelings for you.
Weird feelings.
Weird
Feelings.
Weird feelings.
Weird
Feelings. Weird. Whoa, beatbox. Weird feeling. Beatbox. Weird feeling. Beatbox. This is gonna be
feeling.
on a TikTok.
Weird feelings. Weird feelings. Weird feelings.
You are listening to Weird Feelings. Cut. Correct. Weird Feelings.